The closest I've been to a Mennonite experience is, I'd say, probably about a decade ago, my wife and I just gave up movie channels, so we don't have HBO, Showtime, or none of that.
That's
like,
you know what? For you?
Yeah.
You gave up movie channels.
I did. So it's been just a constant rumspringer since then. I've just been trying to enjoy every other part of life because I gave up movie channels about a decade ago.
Well, but you are going to have now the opportunities that Jason has with an infant, and that is being able to watch all kinds of things as you get up for late night feedings. And as long as the kid is not aware enough to be scared or
and I
unhappy,
don't know any of the cartoons because I'll be with family members and they'll have the kids and they're quoting the the latest kind of cartoon movie or show or
they're mostly
the weird people with all the colorful stuff singing in high pitches. I don't know who any of those
like
people
the Wiggles
are.
And
those types.
I don't even know either.
Those types.
It's been 10 years for me too.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna have to come familiar with them, I guess.
It's mostly bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I showed both kids the old Warner Brothers cartoons.
Ah,
I mean some of the classics, not like the racist ones, not the Tom and Jerry or the Pepe
show
Le
Tom
Pew
and Jerry, show them the good stuff.
Thomas? No, there was some like
Yosemite Sam, show them all of it.
See, Yosemite Sam's okay.
But
there's nothing overtly
racist. But you know where he
about
came
him.
from, though.
Of course you know where he came from.
You know Yosemite Sam was on some plantation somewhere.
Well, that's Foghorn Leghorn.
Well, okay, so I'm confusing
Foghorn Leghorn was with like owned slaves.
Okay,
owned,
definitely.
Like chicken
so I'm trying to recall
slaves,
Yosemite Sam then because
he's more alt-right.
Right. Yeah, Yosemite Sam's more like more he would couch it in free speech and anti-political correctness to be the
memes
and frog memes, right? To be the rootness, tootness shooter west of the Pecos. But you'll find that most of the new stuff sucks. SpongeBob is good once you can get the kids into SpongeBob. Yeah, that's legitimately funny and
good,
and
meaning like we laugh
like
at
good,
it too.
Yeah,
okay,
like actually good. Like there's stuff in there that is. That's good, but I started showing him Beavis and Butthead, and
okay.
I figured it's animated, it counts, it's kids.
I'm gonna go with like Little Mermaid and stuff like that.
You'll get. Oh, let me tell you this.
It's gonna be on repeat.
Let me tell you this. Don't ever. Aladdin's fine. The one I will tell you is the worst thing of all time is the movie Snow White.
Oh, okay.
It's insufferable.
All right.
Cinderella's fine. The other ones are fine. But when my daughter was in her little princess phase, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she'd want to watch Snow White, that movie blows.
Yeah.
I know it's important, and it was the first this and all that, but it's just like you want to blow your brains out watching that movie. It's
very dry.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I know it's important, but it's insufferable. So whatever you do, avoid Snow White. That would be that's your little.
Thank you.
That's your
parenting. I'm gonna file that away.
Yeah. Oh, I guess the DVD's broken again. It doesn't work. There's something
be like,
wrong.
Beep boop beep. Okay, who needs a DVD? Beep boop beep. And then something else is gonna pop up. Where it's gonna show and whatever the modern technology is.
Oh, at that point they'll actually be able to like scan it on their retinas.
Yeah,
or something.
they're gonna be some Tom Cruise thing where they're swiping it midair. And
we were talking before about cartoons, as you were saying that you're going to educate yourself on what the new cartoons are for the baby that's coming along and having to get used to the entertainment now. And I mentioned showing the old cartoons, and Foghorn Leghorn came up. Well, Glenn has a little historical note here, who says Foghorn Leghorn is a blatant ripoff of a radio character from the 30s and 40s called Senator Claghorn. I think Senator Claghorn technically existed too late to own slaves, but he probably spent a lot of time defending lynching and literacy tests as necessary to preserve the Southern way of life. Yeah, Foghorn Leghorn, I'm sure, owned in his little bird world. I'm sure he had slaves.
And he'd be up in arms about these statues.
Are you kidding?
Oh, man. He'd be like double fisting the tiki torches.
Yeah, there's some really good writing about just what those Confederate statues mean and what they celebrate, and most importantly, when they were erected. And it was largely during Jim Crow or during times of unrest, even during the mid-'60s before the Civil Rights Act passed, that a lot of these went up specifically as a public middle finger and a reclamation of territory from the same people who saw America changing and didn't want it to and say, well, we're going to remember history from the war between the states, and it was a way to put people in their place.
It was basically just whipping it out and pissing right here, and here's my.
It was reaffirming. It was just reaffirming this is our territory. This world is not going to change, and it wasn't really a true commemoration of anything at the time or anything about the treasonous war. It was hey, well, let's just remind everybody what this place is.
Hey, you people. This is what it's really about right here. Hey, General, let's get a statue to that guy who tried to put you in your place.